Rousseau. Criticism of capitalist way of life. Popular sovereignty. General will. Criticism of capitalist way of life. Popular sovereignty. General will. Intro. Known as father of French Revolution, slogan liberty, equality, fraternity comes from him. Known as father of French Revolution, slogan of liberty, equality, fraternity comes from him. Greatest contribution of Rousseau is theory of general will or popular sovereignty. As a thinker, Rousseau is a unique in many contexts. Uniqueness. He belonged to the time when everyone praising science, rational modernity. Rousseau emerged as a critic of modernity. He is known as a thinker of paradox. Not only his language is paradoxical, his thought also gave rise of paradoxical school of thought. If he is inspiration for supporter of democracy, he is also provided fodder for totalitarian. He is an inspiration for liberal, he is also inspiration for socialist. As a competition against science won. Don't listen to the mind but to heart to be happy. Liberal, socialist, democracy, totalitarian. First person to tell man is not bad, society is bad. No need to study ethics but system must be proper. What was his concern? He represented he represents the psychology of a person who is troubled with change happening during his time. Modernization, industrialization, urbanization. Hence, he wanted to go back to nature, life before modernity, capitalism. The, the theme of his political philosophy. The purpose of life is happiness. The source of happiness is freedom to do what we wanted to do. Freedom is doing what one wanted to do. In modern time, there is no freedom. It is just an illusion of freedom. Purpose of his social contract. How to give his happiness, freedom back to man. Rousseau famous book Social Contract. The opening statement of social contract is man is born free but everywhere there is a chain. रोसू का बुक सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट मैन इज बॉर्न फ्री बट एवरीवेयर देयर इज अ चेन. Discipline is the smart form of power. People believe it is a form for their good when it is exercise imposed on them. Discipline is a smart form of power. People believe it is for their good when it is exercised and imposed on them. Human nature. Man is essentially good. He has feeling of self-love as well as sympathy for other. State of nature. It symbolizes the man of life before beginning of modern age or so-called civilization. According to Rousseau, state of nature is a state of bliss. It was a state of perfect freedom and so perfect happiness. Man was happy because he was acting according to his wish. Origin of civilization. It symbolizes origin of reason. Man become inward of Rousseau. Man was noble savage. Man was no Man was noble savage and thinking man is a depraved animal. Morally bad. Depraved meaning morally bad. Savage meaning very crucial. Violent. In word of Rousseau, man is a noble savage and thinking man is a depraved animal. When man was savage, uncivilized, he was a good and happy. When he became rational, civilized, he reduced to the level of depraved animal, the animal which never satisfied nor happy. Earlier man was happy in happiness of other, but reason developed the feeling of mine and thine. Thus the modern civilization actually reduced freedom and happiness of man. The contract. Why contract? Since present life is not happy of life of happiness, since present life is not life of happiness, Rousseau suggests man will enter into contract. According to Rousseau, there are two options: go back to the nature, however it is not practical; make change in present system. In the present system we can free subject to the condition that we are able to live according to our real will. Man is free when governed by law, where man has participated in making such law. Subject to condition, it is based on real will, participatory democracy. State of nature, desire was natural, modern डिज़ायर आर्टिफिशियल. स्टेट ऑफ नेचर में जो भी डिज़ायर होता है वो नेचुरल होता है, और मॉडर्न में डिज़ायर आर्टिफिशियल, डिज़ायर को क्रिएट किया जाता है, जो चीज़ का ज़रूरत भी नहीं है उस चीज़ को भी बेच देता है. गांधी, लिव नेचुरली, गांधी जी बोलते थे नेचुरली रहो. कैपिटलिज्म, न्यूक्लियर फैमिली बाउंड टू कम. कैपिटलिज्म में न्यूक्लियर फैमिली बाउंड टू कम, जहाँ कैपिटलिज्म आएगा वहाँ न्यूक्लियर फैमिली एग्जिस्ट करेगा ही करेगा. मार्क्स, French Revolution is a bourgeoisie revolution. Marx and Gandhi talk to same thing, meant to be free and happy but different mean. Violent मार्क्स बोलता था और अहिंसा नॉन वायलेंस गांधी जी बोलते थे. रोसू, लिबरल, फ्रीडम इज हैप्पीनेस. लॉक, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. रोसू, पार्टिसिपेटिव डेमोक्रेसी एंड डिलिबरेटिव. रोसू was from France, but he spent many of his life in Geneva, where the institution of direct democracy was in existence. Hence, he became the champion of direct democracy. Features of the contract. People into the contract and decide to act according to their real will. Concept of will in the Rousseau. He categorized human will into two types: real will, actual will. विल में रियल विल होता है, एक एक्चुअल विल होता है. रियल विल ओरिजिनल गुड, वी वांट टू एक्ट. एक्चुअल में इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय सोसाइटी, सेल्फिश, वी एक्चुअली एक्ट. आर्टिफिशियल होता है एक्चुअल वाला, और रियल वाला इंटेंसिव होता है. ऑल पर्सन इन ऑर्डर टू फ्री एंड हैप्पी विल एग्री ऑन टू कंडीशन: टू बी फ्री एंड वी आर सपोर्टेड टू बी रूल्ड बाय लॉ मेड बाय आवर सेल्फ. To be free in real sense, we will be participating in law with our real will. The sum of real will of all will become general will. General will, why? To be free and happy, to reconcile liberty and authority. Since we cannot go back to the state of nature, we have to find system of authority which ensure liberty. How man will be free in the present of state? When man is under the self-made law, how man will be truly free? When man has participated in formulation of law with real will. Case study: accident on the road, original wish to help but has to go to UPSC interview, unable to help. Consequently teleology has become bad post of a, so man is a naturally good, society make him bad. कैलाश सत्य, UPSC recruitment on real achievement idea, how to reconcile freedom and authority. Features of general will. It is highly abstract and philosophical concept. Though it is sum of real will, yet it is a more than real will of all. It always good, right and universal, invisible, indivisible. Features of general will. It is a highly abstract philosophical concept. Though it is a sum of real will, yet it is a more real will of all. It always good, right, universal, indivisible. Theories, science, philosophy, philo. Observant is experiment, logic, experiment, phil. When all combine, it result into body politics or state. According to Rousseau, man should be forced to be free. It means state can force a person to follow law made by state representing general will. In case person does not follow, state can punish. Thus he comes near to the Hobbes example of general will. In context of India, concept of general will can be seen in preamble, we the people. General will be considered as a novel lie. It suggests that present constitution has been given to us by ourselves when we are acting with our real will. It means we are really free when we are acting according to the constitution. It alright if state punish any person who violate the constitution. Rousseau as a thinker of paradox. Rousseau as a liberal. The concern for liberty. Rousseau believed that property is a necessary for good life. Marx called him as a bourgeoisie thinker. Rousseau as an inspiration for socialists. Rousseau believed that private property is a cause of social inequality. He is a favor of Rousseau inspired socialists because he told that society need to be changed. Rousseau as a supporter of democracy. He support direct democracy. Direct democracy. Man is free only when man is under the law made by himself. Rousseau as an inspiration of totalitarian. State represent general will. General will is always right. It means law made by state are always right and man can be forced to be free. Rousseau as an idealist. His conception of real will is a metaphysical concept. The importance he gives to collectivity whole is a prior to the part. Rousseau general will is a Hobbes Leviathan with its head chopped off. Rousseau general will is a Hobbes Leviathan with its head chopped off. Rousseau general will is a Hobbes Leviathan with its head chopped off. Hobbes third party state. Rousseau no third party, collectively will of all people. Rousseau is known as a thinker of paradox. His idea give rise to contradictory thought. One, on one hand, he is seen as a champion of liberty. On other hand, his theory provide for justification of state totalitarianism, absolutism. Some scholars believe that there is no difference between Hobbes Leviathan and Rousseau general will. If Hobbes suggests that convent without sword are nothing but word, man should be forced to be free. Rousseau idea manipulated by totalitarian leaders like Hitler and Mussolini to justify absolute power of state. However, it would be injustice to Rousseau if we call him as a totalitarian. When Rousseau gives the concept of general will, he also gives prerequisites that people should be participating in formulating law, acting with the real will. This concept is similar to Gandhian Swaraj. Though his thought have been manipulated by totalitarian leader, it is wrong to call him totalitarian. Note Rousseau idea of democracy. Locke support majoritarian democracy representative. Rousseau support participatory deliberative direct. Law with the consensus. Law with consensus, consociational versus majoritarian. Dialectics, deliberation, ideal, proportional system. Majoritarian में simple majority system. Democracy is not about number, not about tyranny of majority. Even if single person has problem, he has freedom to express himself. India, obstructive opposition, law passed without debate and discussion. Ordinance is not democratic. Electoral system is a flawed. Over 30% vote party can rule. Novel lie we are successive democracy. PM is not merely represent his party but he is supposed to be leader. To be able to bring consensus in parliament. Example Narasimha Rao. This doesn't happen in India, hence decline of parliament. Even with representative democracy, one can achieve consociational democracy if leaders think in that line. Natural right inherently present in nature, even if state doesn't give it, we have it. Thank you.